Hello, everybody. All right, here I am. Finally out of my solitary confinement. Um, I had COVID for like a week, so I really wasn't making any videos. I did do some short ones, kind of telling you about it. I want to thank everybody for their well wishes. This is a great community, and the people in chats were so nice and so kind. And then I go into some lives. I spent a lot of time on YouTube this last week because I wasn't doing anything else. And people in the lives were saying, "Hey, how you feeling? God, this is great." I mean, really great community. Sorry. And anyway, I went on and on about it, but I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm having to redo the video. I almost got to the very end of the video and looked at it, going 17 minutes. That is not achieving the goal. All right. Got a big bunch of knives. I went on about how, I bought stuff at Blade Show, and then I won Bees Blades giveaway, and then I got some more coming in the mail, and I got all these knives, and it's been crazy. I did select one for this first individual video back from Blade Show. I've kind of shown them all and talked about it briefly, but I decided to do the Divo knives, the Divo knife that I bought at the show first. Divo has really become one of my favorite brands. It's up there in the top, at least top five, maybe even top three. One of the things that I like about brands, especially when I go to the shows, because I get to talk to the people and the personalities and the fact that they care, and that means a lot to me. Also, dealing with them for quality issues if they ever come up, that means a lot to me. The knives, of course, are important, but there are so many good knives out there, and it's so hard to choose from some of these knives. But anyway, I'm not going to let this go 17 minutes. Get right into it. Disclaimer. When I bought this knife, it's not a brand new knife, but I did want to show you this whole experience, even though it did not come. This came with one of the other knives that I bought, but I want to show you how cool it is when you get one of these when they first come out. They got these leather pouches, are so cool, and you get like extra hardware and bearings and clips, and man, they just go all out. This is the Divo Mash. The Divo Mash has been out for a while, but I didn't buy it when it came out. I had just, bought like ones before and after it had come out, and I just didn't have the funds to swing this one. Although this is not one of their $300 knives, I think it's more in the $100 to $200 range. Sorry, I don't have that information, but you can look it up. I don't know if they're available anymore, because when I went to the booth, they only had like 3 of them there, and Kevin saying, "Well, that's all there is." Kind of gave me the feeling that maybe that was the last 3 that they had. Now they may also come out with a V2, like they have the Pony Stout. Some of these other knives that they've come out with, the Growler V2. They've done a lot of that, so that might happen. But anyway, this is a really cool Divo knives with a little bit more budget because it's got 14C28N. Still has the titanium handles and very well designed, as Divo always does. It's got that almost, I don't know if you call it their type of clip, is the wire clip. I really do like a wire clip, but they've always been very careful to make sure that you can put in an aftermarket clip that will replace the wire clip if you choose to. Obviously, it goes left side too. 14C28N blade, got a great hollow grind. I love the shape on this one. A lot of people call it a modified sheep foot. I've been seeing a lot of these of this shape and liking it, and starting to be more and more fond of this kind of shape. It's got that, that blade shape, the sheep's foot blade shape, which is kind of like a Warncliffe-ish too, as well, that cuts so well, especially with the hollow grind and being so flat behind the edge. but it's got this clip on here, and it gives you a little point. So it's not like a cleaver where you're trying to stab something and you can't stab anything because it's a flat. And I know a lot of people love cleavers, and I do have a few cleavers, but I've just kind of moved away from that. But this one I'm kind of starting to gravitate to a lot more. Jimping on this is so cool because of the length of it. That's something that a lot of people like, and I think that Colin and Kevin both think about what the community likes. There's a lot of connection with them, especially Lefty's doing his lives all the time. He knows what people are looking for. They're paying attention, so you get the benefit of that. I'm not sure if this is a titanium backspacer or not. Probably should get a little. Let me see if I get a magnet here just to see. I have a feeling that it probably is. Oh, no. So you got your steel backspacer, but that's titanium there. I think the lock bar is going to be steel. It didn't quite look like titanium there. It's going to be a steel clip, which is pretty typical. Well, I think it's steel. Yeah, I feel the pull. And you're going to feel here because it's got the liners. But here I don't think they have a liner on this side. No, it is milled out inside for weight reduction. But yeah, it's not pulling to the magnet. It's a full-size knife, and we're talking about 3 1/4 on the blade length, 7 1/2 on the full length. Great action. That's one of the things that I really like about Divo knives. It's always great action. The middle finger flick is just good across all of the knives from them that I bought. In fact, let me break out some of those other knives because I just can't stay away from them. I mean, I can't get them all because I just can't afford all these knives that they come out with. They come out with such great stuff, and I always want them. The Nip recently came out. It's a very cool knife, but because it's a smaller knife, I kind of passed on that and ended up getting this Mash. And I think it's a good thing I did because they only had 3 of them at the table at Blade Show West, and I think that's all that they had left, from what I could tell. But I could be wrong. Or they might come out with a V2, who knows. The Buzz, very similar. Maybe a little bit more Warren Cliffy on the edge there, but still has that kind of sheep's foot shape in the back, and titanium, and this one is a 20 CV blade. So you're going to end up paying up in that $300 range. Well worth it, even for a guy like me that has trouble shelling out that kind of money. But I do occasionally, and I'm starting to get closer to being able to do that. Now, if you want to go for something way more budget, I think this is a sub $100 knife. This is the Growler. This is the V1, the first one. Well, it wasn't called the V1 when it came out, because I don't know that they meant to come out with the V2. They do have the V2s out now, and they look really cool. I don't buy multiple versions of the same model knife. I just never have. Doesn't mean I won't ever. But because I already had the knife, and there's so many other great ones to buy, I didn't buy the V2. But I think that one looks a little bit better than this V1. But I do like this V1. And, of course, part of the Faulkner 5, which makes it clear that this is one of my favorite knives of all time, is the Divo Stout. And this has got like just a great feel. I mean, it's got that carbon fiber. It's so pretty, and it's got that Mokutai. Just a wonderful knife. I mean, just well built. Also more premium. Also worth it. 4 great Divo knives. They have others that I don't have here, but these, for me, you can tell the size, very, very much the same size all the way up and down the line. It's a great size for me. I do. This is kind of like the bottom range of the blade length that I like, but it is definitely a good size knife, and it always feels good in hand. Each one of these, I can even the Growler is probably the smallest one. Of course, it's got that choke-up point, but I can really hold on to it, and for the money especially, super awesome value. Action's always good. So there it is. I'm cutting it quick here, less than 10 minutes. Oh, I'm just going to go over 10 minutes. Divo knives. Check them out. If you haven't checked them out, they're great knives. And I'm loving the mash. You guys take it easy. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos because I got a lot more knives to show you. So I will see you on the next one. Bye.